I was born and bred in Ghana, lived more than 30 years of my life in Ghana. I moved to Canada just a little over a year ago, and I am here to tell you some hard truths about Ghana. Trust me, nobody can tell you the Ghana story better than someone who was born and bred in Ghana, and most importantly, someone who is not biased. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edwina. If today is your first time here, you are so welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back. I'm taking all of you with me back to Ghana. There are many people in the diaspora who are looking at going back to settle in Ghana. This video is trying to let you know what lies ahead of you in order to make sure that you're adequately informed and prepared. Let me also say that this video is not in any way encouraging people to go to Ghana or discouraging people from going to Ghana. This is just by way of information, just to let you know a lot more about Ghana in its authenticity, raw, like I normally do in my videos. I try to give you as raw as possible, and I am not going to be biased in this particular video. Trust me, I am not going to be biased. So let's get started. One of the first things that you would really experience when you step foot in Ghana is the peace and tranquility. Ghana is so peaceful. Everybody goes to Ghana and you feel at home. There's this peace in the atmosphere in Ghana. Everybody is welcomed. Everybody is accepted. Ghanaians accept everybody no matter their color or their race. Ghanaians are very, very welcoming people. Ghanaians are very hospitable. No matter your race or your color, you feel accepted. You feel at home. And it makes you really feel like, for once I stepped in a place where I am being seen. Ghanaians will make you feel welcome. That is a plus for Ghana. Trust me, any day, anytime. Another truth about Ghana is it depends on where you are looking at it from and how long you decide to stay in Ghana. So money goes a long way. Money goes a long way if you are coming in from the diaspora and you are coming for a short period of time. You realize that you have a higher purchasing power, because when you change your dollar to cedis, that will be a lot of money on you. And things like going to the beauty salon and all that is way cheaper in Ghana compared to places like Canada and the USA. Process you get better. If you want to really lock a hair like mine here, you wouldn't pay anything less than $150 to get it done here. However, in Ghana, I not pay more than $20 to get it done. And with that, you are going to get very good service. I mean, your hair is going to be washed as a whole complete package. I have been paying so much for my hair here, but the washing is mine to do. Ghana, when you walk into a salon and you pay very little, you get a complete whole package. Trust me, that is one part of Ghana you will love. The other side, depending on where you are looking at it from, if you intend to come and live in Ghana permanently, then you should have some source of income. Because if you think that I'm going to bring in this money and I'm going to live on that money and that'll be all, and you don't have a source of income, before you realize that money will be finished. Because if you want to maintain the standard of living you are used to, that money will be finished in no time. Ghanaians have their way of living. They live in Ghana, they earn very little, and they have learned how to manage with the little they earn. If you come in from the diaspora, everything looks like cheap to you. But if you want to maintain the standard of living you are used to in the diaspora, you would want to have a source of income. Otherwise, before you realize, all the money you came in with will be gone. That also brings me to this other point. Being employed in Ghana doesn't pay much. So if you are thinking of moving to Ghana to settle permanently, then you should be thinking of some sort of business. You should be thinking of settling in as an entrepreneur. That is the only way you can maintain your standard of living. If you are looking at coming to get work in Ghana, you will be disappointed, because the average Ghanaian earns around $500 for the whole month. You will not earn as much as you earned in the diaspora, okay? And that also means to say that there is a lot of business opportunities in Ghana. If you are business minded, if you are an entrepreneur, then that is really one place you would want to look at. Ghana is still very green. If you're an entrepreneur, you are business minded, that would definitely be a place you would want to consider. Ghana is very hospitable, like I said. Most people in Ghana are friendly, but there are two sides of this. In as much as most people are friendly in Ghana, most people who come to you acting all nice and friendly have an ulterior motive. To be honest with you, people come close to you because of what they stand to benefit from their relationship with you. As much as many people are friendly, it is hard to find those friends who would want to stay with you for who you are and not for what they get from you. So it is difficult to get friends with genuine minds, friends who have no ulterior motives, friends who are selfless, friends who are not with you because of what they stand to benefit. It would take a long time for you to get these friends. You would have to be giving out money all the time, and they easily get so entitled. I mean, the day you do not give them, it means you are bad. You would want to take your time and make sure that the people who come close to you are not coming close to you just because of what they stand from you. I would advise that when you go to Ghana and you make friends, don't start with the habit of giving money out immediately. Try to keep that on the low and see if those people will still hang around you. If you do not give money to anyone and they still hang around you for a long time, then it means that they are there for your good. Beware and be careful. That leads me to the next thing. Many people in Ghana would like to take advantage of you when they perceive you are rich or well-to-do. And this is not towards people from the diaspora alone. Even as a Ghanaian, born and bred in Ghana, living in Ghana, when you go to the market to buy something, people will price the thing to you based on your appearance, how you are dressed. Did you come in a car? Did you walk? What are you wearing? Do you look like expensive? Do you look like you are well-to-do? If you employ the service of an artisan, they will charge you based on how wealthy they think you are. So for this, as much as you can, try to get locals who will help you with these things. As many Ghanaians think, the mere fact that you are coming from the diaspora means you are rich. So people will sell things to you at very outrageous prices. You would want to ask at a number of places before you finally make a purchase. Even when it comes to picking taxis, people with a foreign accent are assumed to be rich. So everybody will try to take more from you. People will sell things to you double or times 3 the amount just because of your accent, just because you look rich, just because you appear richer. Sometimes, if you are going into the local market, you need to dress like them. You need to go there like them. If your dressing looks like you are richer, they try to overprice things to you. Even born and bred in Ghana, when you are going to some local markets like the Makola markets, you want to look like a market woman. Otherwise, things will be sold to you higher than what they are actually being sold for. Another thing in Ghana is punctuality. Guys, it appears that most Ghanaians are not in a hurry to go anywhere. They are so relaxed. In Ghana, GMT stands for Ghana Man time, and it is different from the time on the clock. It is different. So when a Ghanaian tells you that, please meet me here at 12 o'clock, you will get there at 12 o'clock, and he or she is not there. He or she expects you to wait till they turn up, probably at 1 or 1:30. Meanwhile, they asked you to meet them at 12. And trust me, when they get there at 1 and you are not there, they call and demand why you are not there. They have forgotten that you told them to meet them at 12. So that is one thing that is likely to hit you if you are used to living in the diaspora, when things are so much done on time and you are so used to being at appointment on the exact time. I mean, you would rather get there before time. That is one thing that is likely to hit you so much when you first go into Ghana. People do not give so much respect to time. Church programs that is supposed to last for 2 hours will last for 4 hours, and everybody seems okay with that. The program that is supposed to begin at 9 will start at 10, and everybody seems okay with that. And a whole lot. You would want to know this before you go to Ghana. And if you go to Ghana and you are scheduling appointments with people, you would want to stress that you do not work with Ghana man time. So they need to be there on time, or they are going to miss the appointment. Otherwise, they are going to do it the Ghana man way, GMT, Ghana man time. The other thing in Ghana that is likely to hit you hard when you have lived in the diaspora is corruption. Guys, there's so much corruption in Ghana, and it has become like normal. People want to get what they want with money, so people will always offer money to get some advantage. So it is not just from people even demanding money, both from people demanding money from you and even the people themselves offering money. So sometimes people offer money even when they no money has been demanded from them. So we normally say the police is corrupt, yeah, but we forget that we are in it together. I mean, the one who gives is as guilty as the one who asks, right? So in Ghana, there is so much corruption. The police taps you, and you know that you are not in so much trouble as much as you are willing to part away with something small, you know. And sometimes they will ask you something small for the boys, something small for the boys. No kofio. It is Ghana language of the people of Accra, which means that something small, no kofio. And people normally say things like that when they want something small for you. So no kofio, and you have committed a traffic offense or something, but once you are able to part out, if you are willing to part away with something, you realize that, oh, I wasn't in any trouble after all. And it is not just in the police. Almost everywhere you find yourself, you go to the ministries, you are trying to get some registrations done, and things that they will tell you will take a month. If you are ready to do away with something small or no kofio, you are going to get that thing done in a week. Sometimes it will surprise you that you get the thing done in a day if you are ready to do away with something small. So that is how bad it is. That is how bad it is. If you live in a place where these things are not there, you'll be surprised. This is Ghana for you. I am not proud of this as a Ghanaian at all. I am not. It's a shame. I bow down my head in shame. Too bad. The other thing that you should expect as somebody wanting to go to Ghana are the roads. So some parts of Ghana has good roads. Some parts of Ghana has good roads. However, some other parts of Ghana have terrible roads. Some have roads that are not even tired, dusty roads. Depending on where you are going in Ghana, you may be faced with some of these realities, which may not be common where you are. I mean, there are potholes on some of our roads in Ghana. You are definitely going to experience it once you go in Ghana. I mean, you sit in a car and you will be bumping. I mean, it's going to shake you because of the potholes on some of our roads. You sit in a car and it's not as smooth, right? You are going to be shaken. You are going to feel the bumpiness of the road. And I mean, sometimes if you are not careful, you can throws you from one side to another, and you have to come back again. If you can't even hit your head with another person. That is, if you are sitting in a public transport and you are not careful, you have to be aware of this so that it doesn't take you by surprise. Some roads are good, some are not tarred at all, so you will see the dust. If it's in the sunny, if there are no rains, you are likely to see so much dust and all that on some of the roads in Ghana. That's not something to be happy about. Yeah, but that is what it is in Ghana. The other thing is, most people in Ghana do not take things too seriously. Yeah, most can have the good side of it and the bad side of it. I mean, because people do not take things so seriously, it's not so stressful, it's not so depressing. I mean, as Ghana is very relaxed, it's not so stressful, it's not depressing, you are so relaxed, everybody is so laid back. People take things easy. Basically, people take things easy. That is why Ghana works perfectly for you if you are just traveling for holidays. If you are just going for holidays, say you decide to take some weeks off in December and go to Ghana in December and have fun, you will love it, because it's like Ghana has that kind of relaxing, not too serious atmosphere. Unfortunately, that atmosphere runs through almost everything we do. So we joke with almost everything. We are not serious, mostly not serious with almost everything. We take that same attitude to business, we take that same attitude to work. So if you are new in Ghana trying to start some business as an entrepreneur, you'll be surprised at the level of seriousness you look at it will not be the same as someone else you are employing to do something for you. They don't see why you are even what's all the seriousness about, They don't see why you are so serious about anything. The average Ghanaian is so laid back and doesn't take anything serious. They make jokes of everything. They make jokes of everything from political, president. From the top to the bottom. In Ghana, everything is a joke. We make jokes about everything. And that is why the negative aspect of that is that when things are really affecting Ghana, when we need people to stand up and talk to it, we are not able to do it because we are used to making everything a joke. We are used to laughing about everything. It will surprise you. Something very serious will happen, and the next day you see cartoons and videos, comic videos people are doing about it, and the whole serious issue has become a joke. And that is Ghana. That is Ghana. So if you are looking at going to Ghana to relax for holiday, to enjoy, you will love it. Trust me, you will love it. Like, Ghana has that relaxing, cool, laid back, nothing to worry about, what's all the seriousness about attitude. But when you are going to start a business, you will be faced with some of these attitudes that may frustrate you, especially if you have lived in the diaspora for a long time, where people are very serious. They take work very seriously. Work is work. There's time to play, there's time to work. You do not just make a joke about everything, and things are taken very seriously. You do not just make some comments and everything. In Ghana, people call you any names they want to call you, and they expect you to smile to it and take it easy and let it go. Yeah, so if you are not used to this, and especially you are coming in to try to set up a business, you might be frustrated. So having this in mind helps you. And also, if you are coming in to do that, let people know their boundaries. Let people know what they can do and what is not allowed to do. You need to let people know their boundaries. If you do not let people know their boundaries, every day is play day in Ghana. You cannot be too serious about anything in Ghana. Trust me. That is the average Ghanaian attitude. Not too serious about anything. Anything goes. Let's have fun. Let's laugh about everything. Let's take it easy. That kind of thing. That is the average Ghanaian mentality. Another thing that you would want to know about Ghana is that electricity and water can go off at any time without anybody telling you anything. You can have electricity outage for a whole day and nobody tells you anything. So if you are really considering coming to live in Ghana, you would want to consider some other source of light. Okay, most people will come from the diaspora to settle in Ghana, explore solar. For water, you can also have a borehole or something in your house where you have your source of water in your house, where you do not have to rely on Ghana water to provide you with water, because the water can be cut off any day. You will not be informed, nothing. It can be off for days and you do not know when it's going to come on, and that is Ghana for you. You just have to. Nobody cares about pre-informing you of some of these outages. So one thing that I really appreciate as a Ghanaian living in Canada now is how you are so informed. You feel like you are part of everything, because if water is going to be cut off in this house for even 2 or 3 hours, we are sent emails to be notified that from this time to this time your water is going to be off, and normally they will tell you the water is going to be back by this time, but normally it even comes earlier than that. So for as a Ghanaian living in Canada, that is one thing that I really appreciate, because I didn't have it that way in Ghana. Although it's not so common, it has its seasons. There are times that it becomes more common than others. Nobody informs you. So if you want to have a constant source of energy, you should have another option. If you want to have constant supply of water, you should make provision for your own and not rely on Ghana Water or electricity company to provide you with constant electricity and water. The other thing is about data. So depending on where you live, you can get a good supply of data. Normally, some networks perform better depending on where you live. So you would want to research which telecom performs better depending on where you live. Okay, and they normally have packages. I've realized that the bulker you buy, the better it will be for you. So you want to visit the telecom and ask the packages they have to offer, and then the more you buy, the better is it for you. You can buy some that is unlimited and it will give you so much data, so much internet that you can use for a very long time. So you would want to know where you live and which one will work better. Some work better at some place. That same, if you take it to another place, it wouldn't work as good. So you'd want to take into consideration where you are going to live in Ghana, and then decide on which telecom you are going to go to provide internet data for you. One other hard truth about Ghana: there are so many open gutters in Ghana. And if you have lived in the diaspora for a very long time and you are not used to this, before you realize you'll be in one. I mean, I have had my fair share where my leg entered a gutter. It wasn't a pleasant incident at all. So you'd want to be very careful in Ghana. You would want to pay attention. You would want to be looking on the floor so that you do not enter an open gutter. Open gutters are very common. I wish our government can do something about that, because I do not know why. It also contributes to flooding, because dust and dirt actually blocks the waterway. So when it rains, the gutters are filled with sand and dirt. So it makes the rain has nowhere else to go than to stay on the streets and all that. So that even contributes to some flooding in Ghana. You want to be careful when you are walking around in Ghana. Do not assume everything is covered and you are safe. You want to look at where you are going. You want to be looking on the ground before you have that unpleasant experience of your leg entering a gutter or dropping a very valuable item into a gutter, you may not be able to pick it up again. The other thing you're also likely to face in Ghana is lack of systems. Lack of systems that affects things moving on efficiently, that affects the efficiency of things. So things are not so efficient in Ghana because the systems kind of does not work. The systems in Ghana does not work. Things are not in place to make people want to do the right things. There are no checks in place to make people want to conform to the right thing. There are so many that can be done in terms of the Ghanaian system. So you are likely to get frustrated trying to get simple things done. Things that you can simply get done in so many places will come as very frustrating to you in Ghana, especially if you are not used to that and you have lived in a place where the system works so well and you're able to get things done smoothly, efficiently, and effectively. That's not the way it happens in Ghana. So you are likely to be frustrated if you have lived all your years in those places and you come to Ghana. The next thing is organic food. Guys, organic food is one thing you will love about Ghana. I mean, I am talking about organic food that is straight out of the farm. When you go to our local markets, the taste of the food, nobody will tell you, oh my God, I've not eaten organic before. The taste of the food tells you that this is so good. This is food. I mean, this is what food is supposed to be. So there is so much organic food and it is not even expensive because most of these foods are grown in Ghana. So if you love to eat organic food, you will love Ghana because it is readily available. It is not expensive. And Ghana also has so much variety of food. You will love it. The food is so fresh, straight out of the farm, tastes so good. You will love it. Mangoes taste like mangoes and pineapples taste like pineapples. Trust me, you will love it. All my over 1 year in Canada, I have been missing Ghana pineapples. Pineapples happen to be my favorite fruits. For some reasons, I do not remember the last time I ate pineapple here. The few times I tried, I was so disappointed. It is nothing like the pineapples I eat in Ghana. So I decided to stay off them. Too bad. The way I love pineapples. However, the pineapples here do not compare in any way close to what we have in Ghana. Guys, if you love authentic, organic food, Ghana is your place to be. You will love it. And you can grow even in your background. Most people have food growing in their backgrounds. It is very common for you to see things like plantain, cocoyam in everybody's house. These are things that are almost everywhere. You can have your own vegetable farm in your house where you grow things you would like to have. The seasons are very friendly. You can grow food at almost every time in Ghana. That leads me to the next thing, the weather in Ghana, guys. Ghanaian weather is so good. It is warm throughout in Ghana. Can wear flip-flops from January to December and step out of them in Ghana. So if you love to get some sunlight, if you want to get some warmth, if you want to have a friendly weather where you can wear flip-flops almost any time of the year, then Ghana would be a place where you would love to be. The weather is so fine. Although it can get hot at times, you want to have some sunscreens to protect your skin. Okay? Yeah. When I spoke about corruption, I mentioned the police. So the good side of Ghana police is that they are friendly. Ghana police is friendly. Trust me. The sight of the police does not threaten you. I have seen some other places where just seeing a police appears to look like a threat. That is not the case at all in Ghana. The police are so friendly. They are very friendly, they are approachable, they will smile, they would even share jokes with you, they will talk to you. They are so friendly. In Ghana, the police is our friend. However, you will still have to purchase something small for the boys. No curfew. The last thing I would want to say about Ghana is that the people in Ghana, I did say earlier that people may come close to you for their personal interest. Yeah. However, still comparatively, people in Ghana have this sense of community. That's very common for somebody to address you as sister, auntie, uncle. So it's like Ghana is like one big family. People relate to you on that level. People see you as family. People call you sister, uncle, auntie, mommy, depending on your age. So if your age ranges like my sister, I'm likely to call you sister. If your age like an auntie, I'm likely to address you as auntie. If you are my mom's age range, I'm likely to address you as auntie or mommy. So aunties and mommy and sister in Ghana is not limited to people you have blood relationship with alone. Compared to the Western world, Ghana still has the sense of community where people will sit together. They do not need to know you. They will eat with you. They will dance with you. They will have fun with you. They do not need to know you to relate with you like this. They do not need to know you so well to have this kind of relationship with you. People will have conversations with you. People will see you and they smile to you. They talk to you. If you are not so used to this, you might feel people are intruding. That is how warm, welcoming, and acceptive, hospitable Ghanaians are. So I mentioned some pros and cons depending on what your priority is. You might love Ghana. Let me end this video by saying that Ghana is not for everybody. A lot of people will enjoy their holidays in Ghana, but may not survive living permanently in Ghana. So this is to help you know. For starters, if you are interested in moving or settling in Ghana permanently, you can start by visiting to see if it is what you can take permanently, okay? And sometimes, trust me, the way the visits will not be the same as living permanently. Permanently is a very long time, so you want to take your time and do all the necessary checks you want to do before you decide to move to settle in Ghana permanently. But till then, visit Ghana for holidays. You will love it. Thank you so much for staying with me till now. Kindly consider subscribing to be part of this wonderful family. See you in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye.